Welcome to the We Are Only Human, the official podcast for the College of Education and Human Sciences here at Oklahoma State University. I'm your host, Alyssa Pena, and today we have a new guest, Miss Janelle Hamilton. Welcome to our podcast, Miss Janelle. So glad you're joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I know a little bit about you, but I don't know about everyone else. So can you tell us what you do here at this college?
Of course. I work for the dean. I'm an executive assistant, so I would like to think I'm his right-hand person that helps him out throughout the day.
Okay, that's super interesting. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Well, someone told me you own horses. Is that true?
I have one horse.
Oh, one horse. Okay,
I have
tell us about
one
your
horse. His name is Sid, and I've had him since he was 4, and he's our baby, our child.
What made you want to get a horse?
I've had horses throughout my life, and I've loved them since I was a small child. It was my dream. So
okay.
Make dreams reality.
Okay, now into the good stuff. I couldn't call you Miss Janelle. It's Mom Janelle.
Yes, it's Mom Janelle.
Okay, so can you explain to everyone why I am calling you Mom Janelle?
Well, you are one of my sorority girls in Alpha Zeta Delta. I'm a house director, also known as a house mom, and I get to live with all you young ladies and have a great time.
I know, it was killing me to say Miss Janelle. I was like, I'm always just saying Mom Janelle. It's hard. But okay, so what exactly do you do within Alpha Zeta Delta?
I help run the house and make sure all you guys have all the supplies, everything you need to have your functions. I get to be a part of some of those functions and enjoy meeting other people, other sorority sisters, house directors around the campus.
Okay. Can you tell us like something interesting that you've seen around the house, or like something, like give us a scoop of like what you usually see, like the fun things, and you're like, oh, I saw that, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I get to see some of the behind the scenes when they're working on just different pictures for homecoming as they get to start pumping, and then I try to play the guessing game, and I'm usually wrong.
Oh,
That's kind of fun because you see colors and just you're only seeing an 8x10 picture of this huge deck that they're creating, and then I try to create in my mind, oh, I think it's that, and they're like, no, you're wrong. But that's kind of fun, and I get to see all the banners that everyone makes, which is good. The creativity and the great ideas that everyone comes up with, and drawing and painting, and the setup for events, all different kinds of stuff. And I get to meet your parents, which I think is very interesting because you can see, oh yeah, that person looks like those people, so they must go together. So.
Yeah, that is super cool. I know, because like we don't get to see like what happens behind the scenes, like for homecoming, like we don't know, and it's like pretty big surprise. At least you get to see and have like some guesses.
I get to have some guesses. I have not been correct yet, so let's just put that out there.
So how do you become a house mom?
Well, you have to apply through Fraternity and Sorority Affairs here at OSU. There's an application process, and then you interview also with the national chapter.
Oh, okay.
And it depends upon the chapter, how many interviews, like mini interviews you have to go through. But I believe I did 2 for my job.
And what made you want to go into like being a house mom? Or
Well, my daughter was getting ready to graduate from OSU, and I like being a part of things, and I like being connected to all the students and meeting new people. And I thought it was a great way to do that.
Oh, that's sweet. That is super sweet. So what was your daughter studying when she was here?
Biotechnology pre-vet track with a minor in microbiology.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
I know.
Was she in a sorority or anything?
She was not. Okay. She felt like it was too much of a commitment with her studies, and so she opted out. Yeah. But I do have two nieces that were involved in the sorority system at different universities. So I kind of had an idea of what was going on.
Were you involved in any sorority life, Greek life?
I was not. No, I was not. I kind of wish I would have been, but I get to be involved now with you guys.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like you're going to live through all the girls now. So that's super nice. Oh, that is so cool. So anything else that you can tell us about like what goes on within the sorority life and what else?
Well, I think people has misconceptions of what sorority life is. And it's more of, there's a lot of philanthropy that goes along with it. And I think people think it's all just having fun. And there's a lot of work that the girls do. We have an exec team that works very hard. They meet once a week and plan events. You have charity events that everyone is involved in, not just within our sorority, but the fraternities and the community and other sororities. And I think it's a support system that people don't really understand until you're involved in it and you see it firsthand.
Oh, okay. Okay. So could you, okay, I've this question. So I know sororities have house moms and fraternities, they have house moms. Why, do you know why they don't have house dads?
We do have a house dad.
Oh, so we do have one. Okay.
We have one house dad. Now, a sorority can't have a house dad because men are not allowed in the sorority life, but fraternities can have house dads.
Okay.
And there is one on campus this year. I think we call him Mom J, but he's a male. It's kind of more of a joke that way.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, Mom J, because everyone else has Mom so-and-so with their name.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if they ever have house dads or
they do.
That's not a thing.
No, it's a thing.
Okay, pretty interesting.
And then there's one fraternity that has house parents. It's a husband and wife couple. So that is also different, and they work together.
That's so cool. I did not know anything about that. That is super cool.
Lots to learn.
Yeah. What are you like most excited for the upcoming year for Alpha Zeta Delta that's happening within the chapter?
Upcoming year, I think the philanthropy events. I really enjoy going to those. I like attending those. Freshman Follies, I think, is fun. I know we're not participating as a sorority, but that Spring Sing, I really enjoy Spring Sing. And of course, Homecoming, you can't.
Yes.
All the decks that are out there that everyone's working so hard and so long, so many hours to get them
So
perfect.
many hours, yes.
So many hours, perfect. And I don't think people realize that each one of you girls in the fraternity members have to work at least 10 hours a week pumping, getting ready for that. And that's a lot of hours to work on top of your schoolwork. And some people have jobs.
Yes.
So it's a big task.
No, it is, but it's nice to see the outcome and how everyone gets to know each other within like each sorority and fraternity. And so it's super nice to see the outcome of that.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else can you tell us about being a house mom?
It's not as glamorous as we would like it to be, maybe sometimes. I think we're a part of creating events. A lot of the sorority moms, they're a key part of creating some of the events with the dinners and the food and set up and breakdown and getting people invited to these events. I think that's a key part. And it's just running the house every day. It's making sure the plumber is called when there's an issue or you have a leak in the roof or the landscaping gets done and the grass gets cut. Just everyday normal house duties.
And then I'm sure your support system for all the girls that are living in house when, something goes wrong, they always come to you, I'm sure.
They do, and I enjoy that. It's nice to be a part of the personal side of it.
Yeah.
Not just getting to know them one-on-one. I enjoy personally.
That's super sweet, yes. Well, I think that is all we have for today's podcast.
Okay.
Thank you for telling us a little bit about what you do and then the other side of you of being a house mom. It was super interesting to get to know all that information because I know I didn't know too much about it. So that was super cool.
And
to
you're
learn.
one of my girls.
I know. So, but it's good. Maybe we can I can watch you go through all your duties and stuff one day.
We can do that. Definitely.
That'd be fun.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for joining us, Mom Janelle. We had a good time. Do you have anything else to mention or before we close out?
Stay tuned. Homecoming's coming.
Yes.
Coming up. We're going to have some great decks. I'm
there,
excited.
yes.
Vote for Alpha Z.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good little touch.
Yay.
Well, that's it for today's show. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your story. Stay tuned for the next episode of We Are Only Human.
All right. Thank you.